Logan, what was that? Oh, he's absolutely done us. Hello, Adam here, and welcome back to another video. We are in round 4 of my Formula Student F1 season. We're going to be heading to Suzuka this time round, or the miniature version of it. We've done pretty well so far in the season. Hopefully we can carry on that. I've also been adding a few stipulations every time to make racing a bit closer. From the start, I've had about 120 kilos more in my vehicle over the rest of the field. Then we added can't change my tires the whole race. And then last week, I wasn't allowed to qualify. This week, I'm going to add an extra 10 seconds to my pit stop. And for the rest of the season now, I've got no clue on the pace of the AI around any of these tracks at all. I've not even driven any of them. So this could be bad for us, but you know, we'll find out. But we're going to jump in and I will see you again once the whole field has qualified and we're about to start the race. What did you think about Russell's crash in Australia and the penalty that they gave to Alonso? I don't think it was worth a penalty. Right, there we have it. Qualifying's over. We've got Max Verstappen in first, followed by Sergio Perez, 6 thousandths of a second behind him, and then Ocon, of all people, in third. Okay, I've got my setup on, loaded. I only managed to do about 6 laps to get a grips to this course. Not too sure on the AI lines out here, but I'll just have to be cautious the first few times. And lights are out. No. I'm going to respect them. They are so slow to get started. But I'll take that place freely. I have a feeling these S's are going to be quite difficult towards the end with our tyre wear. Sort of fairly... Well, oh, Jesus. Like fairly fast sweeping corners are going to be just awful for our tyre wear. I want more things to overtake later on this race, so I'm not going to dive up the inside. I think this is the corner I've found to be the best overtaking opportunity, because they are a little bit slow or have a weird line through there. After the first lap, we're up into 18th place, setting 1 minute 26 or something ridiculously slow. Yeah, these sweeping corners are going to be torture for the tyres later on. No idea how the tyre's going to wear around here, but I can't imagine it's going to be kind to them. Logan, what was that? Oh, he's absolutely done us. All the way back down in last. And there is a long way back up the grid now. And the pack is already quite some distance away, but it's fine. We'll do Charles Leclerc because he's caught napping. Absolutely unbelievable. I knew the AI are cheeky, but that's just a bit harsh, really. I suppose it is F1 rules, so you know, they head the front of their wing alongside, so it's their corner. That's how it works, right? Those are the rules. To break earlier there. Right, 50 laps to gain up as many places as possible now, and hopefully our teammate doesn't absolutely take us out again. I didn't realise the AI could get angry about teams giving their cars to different drivers, especially relevant considering I'm driving a certain Alex's livery. Gaining more and more time on these cars in front now, gone 8 seconds faster than our previous lap. I'm not really going to push through these SS because there's no real opportunity to overtake through there, and it's not worth the tyre wear, especially when I'm chasing down the AI like this. Just got to be patient. Like that. Kevin Magnussen next, and then a traitorous person in front of that. Oh. Maybe there is a run on the outside here. There is. And then they'll just turn in your new. Okay. Noted. Yeah, all I've got to do is come out of spoon corner just a little bit. Don't do it again. What I was going to say is all I've got to do is come out of spoon corner just a little bit narrower than the AI, and I can quite easily have a bit of a run on them. Back into 18th again, where we were before we got sent to a bit of the Shadow Realm. Yuki Tsunoda there, not getting the greatest drive out of that corner, causing me to lift. Right, here we go again. What's the difference in line? Look at that time gain against the AI. It's insane. Right, P16 next, Piastri. Oh, we've got him around the outside, I think. Just about got it done. There we go again. Point nice number up on our time just then, I saw. And this ACAI is slow out of some of these corners, but the AI is still not afraid to just cut you up. I don't have the run on him. I think my weight is playing into that. We'll get him here. Yeah. We've got 3 laps of fuel left. I feel like I didn't put enough fuel in for the start of this race. Not too sure. We've got to remember, I'm going to have that 10-second additional weight that I'm going to make myself do in the pits now. So I want to be going into the pits as little as possible. So if I get into fuel to max, is a little bit annoying, but we'll go around one more time. Up into P13 already. We've gained 9 places, even with that little setback of a spin. I have a feeling we're really going to have to fight our way back through the field again because of this pit stop. But that's okay, because I want this to be a fight all the way through. If I'm out up front halfway after half a race, it's not really all that enjoyable. Ricardo is done with. Right, into the pits we go. I think they're here. Yeah, I didn't have enough fuel in it. Right, 10 seconds up, there we go. All the way back in last again. By quite some way. The front tyres are a little bit cold now. So over 20% through this race. We've had to do our first pit stop already for some fuel. We're all the way back down in 22nd, but we have taken an early pit stop. So we'll find out where we really are once everything sort of aligns itself, which I have a feeling will be in the next lap. This lap, maybe? Oh wow, there we go. Setting a decent lap time there. 106.7 with some clear air. Just lifting off in the apexes through those S's just to try and not scrub the front tyres. Bit of a rough last corner, but the undercut there was incredible. Although we're a few laps down on fuel now, I think. Forcing myself to wait in the pits seems to be like the play here. Going into the first corner for the lead here. I'm going to have to back out a little bit, so I know they won't. You got to remember as well, I'm out of the pace at the moment, but these tyres will start to go off, and the AI are fairly consistent around here. There we go, managed to get up his inside this time round. We've got a 1.5 gap already to second place, but a set whose relative is a bit all over the place. I don't actually know what the real gap is. Just noticed our rear left is already in the yellow of its lifespan, and we're only 17 laps in. Oh god. We've got what, 36 to go? I'm gonna have to be real careful now. The right's just gone yellow as well. Oh god. Wasn't expecting such a quick turn in there. It's normally had a little bit of understeer when I turn in. One thing I have learned in the previous tracks is that you really want to avoid the sausage curbs on these GPK tracks. I mean, they do their job. They deter you from taking too much of a corner, but they will also just launch you if you just slightly hit them wrong. There we go. Roll through that corner. I feel like that'll be a bit nicer on the tyres. At the line, we've got a nice 9-second gap to Zhao in second place. Oh god. Focus on the corner, Adam. Zhao in second place. So you've got to work with the car to get around the corners. You will find if you just lift off the accelerator, the front just becomes so pointy, and you don't get lift off oversteer in this thing. But we're putting in some decently consistent laps at the moment, slowly getting away from the pack. I'm going to make a mid-race executive decision. I'm going to have to wait 15 seconds after my pit is done. I want to be racing people. I don't want to be just on an empty track and then lapping people. I want to be fighting for position. Over the line, it says 15, so we'll go with that. Slowly working our way away, but tyre degradation is going to start to come into it very soon. All of our tyres are in yellow now. We're not quite halfway yet, so we're going to be working with some dead tyres with quite a lot of this race still to go, I think. Alright, what are we up to now? 19 seconds that was? Oh, I do love Suzuka. It's a fun circuit to drive, especially when you get it right. I've been driving a lot of the LMH prototype cars recently around Sebring, just hot lapping. Because of the IMSA race that just happened, I'm going to try them around Suzuka. So I follow the World Endurance Championship and IMSA Championship as like my two biggest motorsports. I still keep an eye on the F1 season, but I'm looking forward to seeing the new Peugeot 9X8 with its newly developed rear wing. See how well that works for them. I know they've struggled with their mostly ground effect car since its introduction. But yeah, I think once I'm done here, I'm just going to do some hot lapping around Suzuka in some LMH cars. 2 laps of fuel, so I'm probably going to come in this lap just as a safety, because that reader is sometimes not the most accurate, and I've run out of fuel as I'm going into the pits before, and that's just too much of a risk. 15 seconds wait time now. I want to be racing them. I want to race this AI. Fuel, please. 15, there we go, 15 seconds. I think we're roughly where we were when we did our first pit stop, position-wise. So that was halfway through the race pit stop. I think we'll have one more, and then it'll be a run to the sprint to the end. Norris, please, through this corner, don't hit me, please. Thank God. Oh dear. Right, rear tyres are on red already. Oh, I've just realised that this lot haven't done their second pit stop yet. We'll see whether 15 seconds is the right amount of time to wait. But I'm certainly not getting the run out of that corner anymore to overtake them. And there they go. Anyone coming out? Not quite. Okay, I might have to up it to 20 seconds. But even so, I'm still about 1 second off my pace. We'll see how it goes, but the tyre wear might come into it because I'm about 2 seconds off my fastest lap, and that's all just in the name of wanting to make these tyres last. I'm doing 108.2s roughly. See what the AI are doing when they actually get a flying lap. I really can't attack these S's anymore. The rear's starting to feel quite loose, which would be what, mid 107s at the moment. But without that, that's not going to help. Most of the AI doing 109s currently. I did see Verstappen do a 108, so there may be a pace advantage coming up. Still got 20 laps to go. I'm not liking the look of these tyres if that's what we've got to do with them. Yeah, mid 107 seems to be where we are currently. Can't push too much more out of it anymore. I'm going to have to wait longer in the pits, aren't I? Let's do 20 seconds. I'm just upping it by 5 seconds every time. Contrary to what you might think, I don't want to win every race by a country mile. I'd be nice to not win as well, because then I've got something to fight against. You can see a back marker now. Zhao was in the lead, wasn't he, at one point? What's happened to him? He's stone cold last. Could really done without that wheel spin there. Wow. They just didn't want to grip up at all. We've still got 16 laps to go. Gonna have to start braking through that corner again. I can't scrub off speed by just taking off the accelerator. Seeing we're lapping in the 108s now, so the fall off is kind of happening quite fast. But just looking at the relative, currently we've got Logan Sargent, our teammate, up in 4th position, which is excellent news. I'll gloss over the fact that he spun me out in like the first 3 laps, but team points is always good. Aiming for that Williams 1-2 finish in the season. AI is still setting consistent 109s, where I'm in the high 107s or low 108s at the moment. But all 4 of my tyres are just in horrible condition now. The rear left suffering the most. Scrubbing wide now, not good. Please, merciful God of tyres, allow me to not die. 1 more lap, I feel like risking it. We can't push on fuel, so I think 1.2 is more than enough. Settle down. I'm making an executive decision. It's going to be a 30-second wait because this lot still have a pit stop to make. And on the relative, I definitely saw 25 seconds behind, so let's see how we go. 10 laps late remaining. Struggling to even get the car to turn in now through those S's. Right up to the line once again. We set a 108.6. Really struggling through these S's now. Barely able to go full throttle through there. Sketchy as hell now. Just nursing this car now, all the way to the end. Oh, just Max Verstappen in 20th. Oh my goodness. Our pole sitter, all the way down at the back of the grid. AI still consistently setting 109s, or 108 from Hamilton and Verstappen, but it's not enough in these last 5 laps. We'll have to be harsher on ourselves next time, even bigger time penalties. We're going to force ourselves to sit in the pits for even longer. But in this race, it's done. We will be taking the win once again, once we nurse the car through the final few laps on these sketchy tyres. Didn't even turn in then. See what I mean? I've just got to be so gentle with any input. You put too much steering in and you're just going straight on. Well, I think one thing is pretty clear now anyway. We are at the point of matching the AI pace, just through our inability to push. 108.6. So no one's getting lapped this race. It's a first for the season, which means we're heading in the right direction. Oh, hello. Okay. Did I touch the grass? I must have. Or any real incident. Well, Only incident that we've had on our own in the whole race. Kept it clean throughout. We're on our final lap, coming home to bring in a 4th pole winning position in this little Formula Student F1 season. Nursing these absolutely tortured tyres for the past, I think, 30 laps or something ridiculous. The rear left is absolutely screaming at me. It doesn't want to exist anymore. Taking the final chicane nice and slowly, no risks. Got plenty of time to the people behind, but even so, we've done it. The race is done. We've won again. Well, there we go. Taking in our 4th win of this season. No cars were lapped. Everyone was on the lead lap in the final stage of that race. I feel like that's some good progress towards making this a bit more competitive and not just being a wash for the whole way through. We've got Kevin Magnussen in 2nd, Charles Leclerc in 3rd, Norris in 4th, Seitz in 5th, Piastri 6th, Hulkenberg 7th, and Sargent 8th, Ocon 9th, and Stroll in 10th. Unbelievable. And there we go. Right, I'm up in the lead with 104 points. We've got Norris in 2nd with 41, Seitz with 40, Oscar Piastri with 32, and Logan Sargent with 27. Next up, we've got Miami. I don't even know what this track looks like at all. I have not seen any races there, so it's going to be completely new to me. Until then, bye!